Catholic social teaching and also the Christian socialist movement, which were really peers in their development in the 1900s. And those two strands really coming through, that focus on family, that focus on community, and solidarity and subsidiarity, and those values that we see coming through. So I think that this is a fascinating time for the relationship between religion and politics here in the UK and more broadly in the world situation.
Paul Rule, let me bring you back into the conversation here and address the big picture of the document. Elizabeth pointed out that the end of the document is eminently practical. Rowan Williams stayed away from this big picture world political authority stuff. Is it not a little naive? And it almost seems as though the document's been written by sort of two different sets of people at that level. That one is so broad brush it's almost impractical, and the other level sort of neatly practical and eminently sensible.
Yes, I'm not so sure that you can disentangle them like that, because one of the problems is that to implement any of those specific proposals, you have to have an international agreement. I mean, if one country can't do it unilaterally without, in fact, just can't be done legally or in any other way. And it seems to me that there has to be a more effective international financial structure with authority to implement these sorts of things, to impose them really. Now, at that point, I think the document starts to get a bit wishy-washy, because you get all sorts of appeals to not upsetting local traditions, not upsetting too much national sovereignty, and so on and so forth. And I think that's where the real difficulty comes, how you can implement this sort of sweeping, idealistic